Let's go, everybody. We're going to continue on with our early positions to chase for NHL 24. We did the goalies yesterday. If you are wondering about goalies, like which ones to chase, which ones to go after, I just dropped that video. Ben Bishop is in there. His contract did come up last year, so he might be in the game, he might not. But there's 5 other goalies in there that will be good to chase based on what I've given from my experience in just NHL games in general. Today, what we're going to be talking about is left-handed defenseman. And we're going to go over which ones I think early on are the best ones to go after for that difference maker and to just have a good overall team throughout the left-handed position for defensemen. Whether you play them on the right side or the left side, just left-handed defensemen. This is the list I would go after, and they vary in price range. Like they're not all elite. They have different price ranges, and why I go after. We're wearing the hat. Big Eagles game tonight, and we're gonna hope to get a win. Help out my fantasy team with AJ Brown and Jalen Hurd. We've got a lead. They're going to keep it. Hope to see a win tonight out of them. But let's get into it, guys. If you do enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the comment section down below. Left-handed defensemen, who are the ones you chase? I love seeing it. I love seeing it, guys. I love reading it. And I love to know who everyone's going after. But let's get into it. I hope you do enjoy it. Okay, I'm going to start with Jenna Herukovsky, and the reason I'm going to start with her is because she has 90 acceleration, 88 speed. With her being 5'5", it's not a card that is amazingly sought after right away. You might be able to steal one quick off the market for cheap because nobody has coins. They're trying to sell cards, and maybe they don't think she'll sell because of that 5'5", but she's got 88 speed, right? So her speed and her all-around defensive stats will help you early on. You just have to play with her a little different than the bigger cards. But that speed is a big difference maker in helping you keep up with the speedy forwards that you're going to need to keep up with. And Jenna Herukovsky is a card I want to talk about because she's going to be a little expensive, but not as expensive as other 86 defensemen with 89 speed, right? So that's just a quick good mention on that card right there in general. Now, another one we're going to have to mention is Matt Grizzling. And the reason I'm going to mention him is because in this year's game, he came with a skating stat that made him really nice. He's 5'10", so yes, a little small, but that 81 overall with 87 speed is nice. You get that speed without having to pay the premium of the overall, right? And early on, speed is going to help you out tremendously over size. You don't want to get blown past by the winger. Like you're going to see Johnny Hockey's out there. You're going to see DeBrinkets, Cole Caulfield. You're going to see speedy little players that are just blowing up the wing, and you're going to need a defenseman to keep up with them. So Grizzly is a good option to keep cheap. Throw on your team. You can throw him on your third pairing defenseman, but at least you're not going to get burnt, and he's not going to cost you a ton of coins. So Matt Grizzlick's a good option. Now, you are going to be paying a Leaf premium with this, which as a Leafs fan, trust me, I'm well aware of the Leafs premium. It sucks. But Morgan Reilly, 88 speed and an 83 overall at 6'1". He is a massive player early on for speed, right? You're 88 speed and you're 6'1". That's hard to find early on. You're going to pay the Leaf premium. You're going to pay the height and the speed premium, but this card isn't going to be crazy expensive because the overall keeps the price down. He will be one of the highest defensive cards at his position at his overall. He might even outprice some 84s. But you're not going to see him be more expensive than 85s, 86s that aren't as good as him speed-wise. He's got that height. He's got that speed. Morgan Reilly's a very good card to go after. And Samuel Gerard. Everybody this year found that Team of the Week, Samuel Gerard, or Primetime. I forget which one it was, very early on. It was very early on, like not even a month in the game. He had 91 speed. The base has 89 speed, which is very good. 5'10", a little small, but with that speed, it's definitely what you're looking for. But Samuel Gerard had a card that came out very early that everybody got after because it was such a difference maker. The card played so well. But 89 speed for an 82 overall, it doesn't matter if they drop him down to an 80 or if they bring him up to an 83. His speed's going to reflect that, right? His speed is significantly higher than what his overall is going to be. So Samuel Gerard's a good chase, and at 82 overall with 89 speed, his price tag stays down. Like you'll be able to get this card for under 4 or 5K when the game first comes out. And if you have him and Grizzly with Morgan Reilly, that's like what, 20K, 15, probably 15 to 20K you're putting in on your three right defenseman and left-handed defenseman. That finishes your team, and it's very, very quick and very easy to get those 3 cards. So that is a great filler until you can get situated and start spending money on your D. But I got one more for you. That's the top of the top, but it will be the most expensive left-handed defenseman for your right position to get right out of the gate. And that will be Quinn Hughes. Yes, he's 5'10". Morgan Reilly's the tallest on this list, but he's 90 speed. And early on, again, I'm going to say it again, early on, speed is everything, guys. For the first 2 months, you want that speed. Before the big players start to get into the category of having usable speed, because when the big players over 6'2" start getting 90 speed, 88 speed, 89 speed, when they start hitting that category of speed and size, that's when it goes from speed hut to size hut. So you gotta be ready to take that transition. It's usually around December when everybody starts getting away from speed and they start going towards size. And with puck possession, size is going to be a main factor in the game, but still, speed will trump size for the first little bit because they're not going to be keeping up to you. So they can have big guys. Sure, hit me with the big guys, but I'm just going to skate right by you. So cover yourself on defense with speed, and here are the 5 guys that I would do it with, and they're all going to be cheap. Quinn Hughes will be the most expensive, even though Herukovsky is an 86. Was she an 85, 86? 86. I think Quinn Hughes will still be up there in the price because of the 90 speed. People see that and instantly add like 15K to it. But I did hope you guys enjoyed the video. These videos are going to be shorter because they're just touching on position by position. So this one obviously is left-handed defenseman on your right position if you switch sides. But those are very good defensemen to use. They're ones that I normally chase, but the way I'm doing my team with Hardcore Hut, the only way I can use them is if I pack them. I can't buy them off the auction house, a part of the rules of Hardcore Hut. And the other one's a Leaf theme team. So it'll have Morgan Reilly, but it won't have anyone else. So Hardcore Hut, these are the holy grail cards that I will be looking for early on. And I just hope to get lucky. I hope you guys get lucky. I hope these are players on your list. But if they're not, like I said, throw it in the comment section down below, guys, because I love to hear who you guys chase and why you chase them. The biggest thing is talking these things out, right? Maybe somebody picks somebody and they're like, that guy's terrible, but here's why I take this guy. And you're like, oh, I get that point of view, and maybe I'll give him a try. Thank you guys for watching the video. Go Birds, go. Until next time, ciao, ciao.